So welcome to the show. I'm so in love with you, whether you want me to. Let's stay together. I don't have no music, so I don't have no intro music, so I gotta make my own. Welcome to the show. Today, let's start. We're gonna talk about that idiot, Michael Knowles. Michael Knowles is an idiot, man. I hope that recording is going out. I have no way to test it. But we're gonna start, the Daily Wire. It's like a copy of the Daily Caller or the Breitbart, but only it's led by Ben Shapari or some guy, I don't know, Steve Bourne, whatever his name is, and they got the same crew. They have self-hate, a self black hating woman named Candace. Every time a black person gets killed or beat up by police, she'll come out swinging. He was a drug addict. I knew him. He was a drug addict. Right away, she'll come run right away. Because she'll say the things that these guys won't say. Let me see how the camera look. I gotta see. Do I look beautiful? God damn, you look beautiful. Oh my, you look so beautiful. It's unbelievable. I want to be in this side. Okay. So the Daily Wire got this. It has a crew. The crew, they have it's like it's like the comedian who have the same materials. Their material every day is the transgender community, the drag queen. What's that? I don't know what they call it. The drag queen story time, whatever it's called. So every day they attack that piece, that segment of our society, whether you agree with it or not. But the whole idea, that's how they make their money. It's $100 million company, and they keep on going and going and going. And they do the same thing. But this guy lately, he's trying to outdo what's his name? That guy Walsh. Walsh, what's his name? What's your name, Walsh? I don't know. His name is Walsh. That ugly looking piece of garbage. Who believes a woman should stay home and cook so I can smell the food when I get home. Had a lot of sugar. Happy Ramadan, everybody. That's the food. Happy Ramadan. Anyway, so Michael Knowles has been acting erratically. He's trying to outdo, what's his name? Matt Walsh. Yeah. Because Matt Walsh made a dumb movie. I don't know what is it, documentary. I never saw. What's a woman? What's a woman? What is 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 a woman? The whole movie is, what is a woman? I said documentary. I don't know what it is. According to Ben Shapari, did very well. He's a liar because the movie he did with that girl only made $800 on nationwide on theaters. So lately, he has Michael has advocated for the total eradication of the transgender community, eradicate it all of it. So he has this fascist tendencies. Of course, if, I'm going to say it. Mussolini was an Italian guy, and he's the one who made the fascism famous. So first, let's see what he has to say. Okay, the Daily Wire, I can look close for bringing it back. Okay, that's not it. Let's go. Okay, the news is that Donald Trump is getting arrested. He's going to get arrested tomorrow. He's not going to get arrested. The same shit. We've been going through the same dance for the last 6 or 7 years. I think they should just leave the son of a bitch alone. He's a criminal. Everybody knows he's a criminal. But he has people like this who protect him. Listen what he says. Listen what he says. This is how dumb these people are. These are the people who are supposed to be, we are the right, we are the intellectual people. He's due process, all that stuff has gone out the window. Let's hear what Michael has to say. Go ahead, Michael.
What should the Republicans do in response? I think that a Republican governor, or more precisely, I guess, a Republican attorney general, should arrest a prominent criminal lib.
Here's the dumb thing about it. If there's a criminal, it doesn't have to be liberal or conservative. He should be in jail. We agree. Why does he have to do it in response to Donald Trump? He should just indict them anyway. I mean, he doesn't make any sense, but I want to show you his mindset or his mental state. These people don't believe in either libertarian, personal freedom, oh, God, Christianity. These are all BS bullshit. False prophets.
There is no shortage of candidates, of prominent liberal politicos who have committed crimes.
All right.
Look around the Clinton circles, look around the Biden circles, look at Clinton and Biden themselves.
Yeah.
Plenty of big criminal libs out there who have completely gotten off the hook.
Okay, who are these people? The Clinton. Bill Clinton got a blowjob. They didn't kill nobody. That's it. He got a blowjob from a fat girl who eats everything in sight but could not swallow the shit and get away. She dropped that shit on her fucking dress and caused all that headache. I was upset, man. She swallowed whole hamburger. She couldn't swallow the shit and just save the country. Anyway, the whole idea is that it's an eye for an eye, and I seen this. I'm gonna show you. I seen this in a movie one time because Michael Knowles is a failed actor. I don't know. I have a video of him. You know, I don't know. He's wrestling some kid, whatever. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He looked like Scott Baio. The reason Michael Knowles did not make it is because his ethnicity. He's an ethnic Italian, so he's already stereotyped. He cannot fit the mold of a Hollywood actor. You understand? He cannot be everybody. So he's like Scott Baio. They're never gonna make it. So I mean, I'm on his side on that one. That's why he probably failed. Or he's probably a dumb actor. Anyway, let's go.
And there are plenty of Republican governors and attorneys general out there.
Okay.
I think you would need a Republican governor as well as an attorney general, because if the attorney general indicts a big prominent criminal lib, and there's a Democrat governor, the Democrat governor will apply political pressure or eventually probably just pardon the criminal lib. So I think you need to have a Republican governor there as well. But let's do it. Let's indict a big criminal lib. Let's indict two of them.
Two?
They are going after our guy. Let's go after 5 of their guys.
Yeah.
There's no risk here. Some people push back against this suggestion. They say, well, we're better than them, Michael.
Michael, you're not better than them. You are the scariest people I know in politics, because you have no, you are dishonest in your politics. You are very extreme. The difference between me and Michael is, excuse me, I want to live and let everybody live the way they want to. I don't want to interfere in their rights, or tell them that I'm purer than them. That I pray, I'm religious and all that stuff. But we live in a country of laws, and we already have these laws, and these people inside in this wing of our population either to become violent or become disoriented and disarrayed with the political climate, and might have this knee-jerk reaction like what happened on January 6th. Scary shit they did. And these people are a merchant of violence and fear. That's all they are. Don't believe all that hype. It's money and fear. Fear-mongering, and grievances.
Sure, I think we are better than them. I'm not suggesting we do anything illegal or unjust. Yeah. I'm not saying we go after an innocent lib. I'm saying we should go after a criminal lib against whom the law has not been applied.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. You know, Michael, if anybody has broken the law, it doesn't matter. It doesn't you see, the mental state, your thinking is wrong. Oh, a lib. Everything yours is in, what do you call that? Identity politics. You always say, oh, the left is always on identity politics. No, you're the one who's doing it right now. Well, let's see what he saw that. He saw that in a movie. Michael loves movies. He's an Italian kid. He loves those mafia movies. Let's see what he saw it. I hope I don't get these are a bunch of, wait, hold on. I love this, man. Wait, I gotta go. That's how I'm getting in trouble. Okay, ready?
I don't know Capone. I don't know how to get him. Want to get Capone? Here's how you get him. He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago way. And that's how you get Capone. You see what I'm saying?
He saw it.
What are you prepared to do?
He saw it in the movie. Michael saw that shit in the movie. Michael, you meatball. Michael saw it in the movie. Oh, they get one of ours, we get 5 of them. They get one of ours, we get 2 of them. He saw it in the movie. He's an idiot. Meatball, Michael. Meatball, Michael. Michael is a meatball. Okay, let's see what he says. You know, I'm scared of him a little bit. Not really. I'll whip his ass. Like if we went to a boxing ring, I'll whip his ass. But I mean, he's scaring me with his ideas, and his politics are scary because he's becoming extreme in his thinking. And the more he has like 1 million followers. That's on YouTube, and probably millions and millions upon millions on Facebook with the Ben Shapiro shtick, the grifter Ben Shapiro. I like when okay, this is how scary this guy is. He's actually saying, let me stop.
But furthermore, it would be
good. Let me shut him up. He's actually saying the Daily Wire, Michael Knowles calls for bringing back public execution. It will be good because people just don't see death period anymore. Now, I don't know how old you are, but I never saw a public execution in the United States. He was born in 1990. Nobody saw a public execution. Maybe in the 30s in the Wild West or in the South, whatever. They usually put them in a room. They put some witnesses, lawyers, and journalists. We never see somebody get executed. Look how extreme Meatball Michael Knowles has got. He's trying to outdo Matt Walsh. There's a competition between him and Matt Walsh. Who's going to reach the bottom first? I mean, they're becoming more extreme and extreme every day. And it is scary, but, God bless them. They're making money. They have idiots who watch them. What are we going to do? Okay, let's see. Okay, let's listen to this. This is scary stuff, man.
Certainly. Yeah, I think that would do a lot to bring back the deterrent effect of capital punishment, certainly. But furthermore, it would be good because people just don't see death, period, anymore. We used to see death. I'm not saying we want more people to die, but we need to recognize.
All my life, I only saw one guy die, my brother-in-law. But I actually touched him, and he was a young kid. He had he had triple surgery. He had kidneys and the pancreas. I mean, he was lucky. He was happy. He had bad diabetes. That's the only. I don't know how you see death. I don't know how much death he saw in his life. This guy's scary.
That death does happen. We try to run away from death. We try to hide death. We hide.
Of course, I just got sick 3 weeks ago. I almost died. I got up in the middle of the night running around. I lost my breath, man. You know how? I swear to God, a week ago, I had issue a lot of stuff in my lungs. I choked during the sleep. I got up. I lost breath like for 30 seconds. You just run around the house. It's like, that's how scary it is. I mean, I don't know what it's supposed to do, but when you know you're going to die, you just run around. I swear to God. And like he's acting like, oh, well, I'm going to take it, like a man, sit down, go ahead.
Aging. We pack ourselves full of cosmetics. We pack ourselves full of all sorts of surgeries to pretend that we're not aging. And then when people look...
And he has makeup on.
Like they're about to die, we shove them off into special little centers, hospice and old age homes, and we try to just separate them. When they do die, we don't really do open casket wakes anymore.
They do. I see people who do that. Maybe your family don't do that. A lot of Italians do that. I grew up in an Italian neighborhood. Be honest with you, the old Italians, they're the best people in the world. The old timers from the old country, they'll fucking feed you to death. If you, God forbid, you get invited to their house, they will not let you sit down without eating everything on the table. No, come on, Omar, try this, come on, Omar. They will feed you to death. But people like this, racist little young Italians, they're racist. I used to get beat up every day in school by these people who look like Michael. Get out of here, you're brown. And look at that, he's browner than me. Get out of here. What are you? Listen, I'm more lighter than you are. You're fucking hairy. You and your girlfriend has more hair than you do.
Or we don't do proper funerals anymore. We do these brief little celebrations of life. We burn up the body as quickly as possible. We ignore the fact that death has happened. Then sometime later, maybe you will have a celebration of life ceremony where you basically just gather with your friends and have dinner to try to process death. But it's a death that you won't look in the face. And so we live our lives trying to...
in Islam, they say that death is a right. I don't know how to say it in English. They say it's a right because you're gonna die. Every living thing is gonna die. We don't have to face it, Michael. We know what death is. We're scared of death. That's why we take vitamins. We exercise. I exercise every day for 40 minutes. Sometimes more than sometimes 120 minutes a day. You understand? Just moving around, you're doing this and stuff like that. So everybody's trying to stay, up and up.
To put it out of our head, but death is very important. It's one of the four final things: death, judgment, heaven, and hell. You are living your life as a preparation to die.
He could make it as an actor. All of a sudden, he's talking about heaven. I could make a lot of money. All I have to do, I have embraced Christianity, and God spoke to me and said that Trump was sent from God to save America. I will bet you I make money like crazy. See that Ali Alexander? He's here. His father's an Arab, man. He's one of the boys here. He's a little nuts.
And you need to be prepared for your death. In the olden times, people would pray for a good death, by which they meant a death that they saw coming, that they could prepare for, that wasn't sudden. Today, people pray.
Now, you pray for a death that is not sickening, that you don't get sick, you lose your movement, you become hostage to your wheelchair or hostage to the bed, or you get bedridden. That nobody wants that kind of death. No, anybody. I mean, it's not that. Oh, you get your stuff ready. What are you gonna get ready? Who cares? If you die, they could have anything. Who cares? The whole idea is that you want a death. We're not talking about execution now. We're talking about like natural death right now. Don't get it twisted. You want a death that is a death with dignity, they call it. Yeah, you don't want to become a hostage, walking around with not even walking around with pampers on, bedridden, with holes, sores in your back, getting beat up by nurses in the nursing home. I've been in a nursing home. I say 2 years. I had a stroke and I had to go through therapy. There was 800 people in there. The majority had no family come, never, ever. Take it, Michael.
Pray for a good death, meaning they don't want to know what's happening. They basically want a piano to fall on their head so that they're just walking along one day with their Frappuccino, having a lovely time thinking about, I don't know, whatever they just saw on Instagram, and then it's all over and they think they go to oblivion. They don't think that the soul persists after natural death.
No, you get wings. As a Christian, you get wings and you fly around. After 2 days, you're going to get bored. You need a Muslim heaven. Muslim heaven, we got wives, liquor, honey, milk, everything. We live in a lodge. You don't need that for you. After a couple of days, you're flying around. It's going to get boring, Michael.
And so our view of death is just so perverse now. Yeah. And we're so separated from it that, yeah, public executions would also help us to have a little memento mori. Of course. Next question.
You see, they gave that beautiful sermon, and at the end he said, well, you want public execution, go to Saudi Arabia. They cut people's heads off right in the stadium. Before I go, to put it mildly, Michael Knowles, Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, Candace Rice, Candace Owen, she's ugly. You know, I don't know who dresses half our show, but can't do anything about the face, I guess. Ugly is ugly. That's why the black community is not mad that she left. They're like, thank God she left. Oh, she's ugly, man. We give the ugly one away. And she got married to a British guy. Thank God we got rid of her. She want to mess up the jeans in the neighborhood. Comedy. So the whole idea is that these are dangerous. The Daily Wire, the Daily Wire, and Stephen Crowder, whatever their name, and these other right wing swinging who talk with their hands and all that stuff. These are all con artists. They are dangerous grifters. They're doing it for the money, and the problem is they're not thinking what might happen in the end or in the long run to the country or to society as a whole. Because people watch their show young and they become, impressed. And they believe the garbage they're selling. And believe me, they don't believe in all that stuff. Ben Shapiro, one time, he was asked by a guy, I forgot his name, on the, what's it, Martyr show, what's it called? The Martyr, fuck, man, my memory's shot. He's on TV, somebody made a fun of it. He said, at least my bed is made out of money. He said the truth. He spoke the unspoken. These people are in it for the money. Anyway, bitch, let's go to our next segment. All right. I want to talk something about very important. I know it's not important to the American